Hey, mama. So, if you're a mom in business, then you know summer has a habit of throwing everything off, including your marketing plan. The kids are home asking for snacks every 5 minutes, vacations are planned, trips to the beach are a must, and routines, we don't know her. And yet, your business, it still needs you to show up. But here's the thing, visibility and marketing don't have to mean being glued to social media, trying to keep up with everything and burning yourself out by September. That's exactly why I decided to run this birthday flash sale on my week of Voxer coaching, because sometimes you just need a reset, a simple strategic reset to help you take control of your marketing, stay visible, and keep things moving while still living your best life with your family this summer. So, in this episode, I'm breaking down how Voxer coaching actually works, why it's ideal for busy mamas like you, and some real examples of how my clients have used it to stop overthinking their marketing and start moving forward with a plan they can actually commit to. And of course, I'm going to share how you can grab your spot in the flash sale before it ends this Thursday. All right, let's jump into today's episode. Hey, mama. Welcome to Marketing Without Socials for Moms, the go-to podcast for moms in business who want to stop relying on social media to build their business and build it in a way that fits their current season of life. I'm your host, Andrea Singletary, a wife, mama of two, and visibility strategist for moms. Each week, I'm giving you the inside scoop on how to increase your visibility, leads, and sales through podcasting, email marketing, and collaborations. Ready to truly make social media optional in your business? Grab your chai tea latte and let's dive into today's episode. So here's the thing. It's easy to feel like summer is just a slow season for business. Kids are home, clients are on vacation, it feels like no one's buying. So you slow your momentum or even take a break from your marketing, thinking that's just how it has to be right now. But the truth, summer doesn't have to mean your sales slow down. Your audience is still out there looking for solutions to their problems. And the business owners who keep showing up are the ones who keep seeing results. You don't need to run yourself into the ground to continue to make sales in your business. You also don't need to spend your summer glued to Instagram. You just need a marketing plan that helps you stay visible and keep things moving while still living your best summer life. And that's exactly what my week of Voxer coaching is designed to do. Now, if you've never tried Voxer coaching, you might be wondering if it even works or what it actually looks like. So here's what happens when you book your week with me. For a full week, Monday through Friday, you get access to me inside of Voxer, and it's during my business hours, which are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, you can, of course, message me outside of those times, but I will only respond within those times. Now, if you're new to Voxer, it's basically like a walkie-talkie app where you can send voice messages or texts. I really love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a really easy way to communicate with clients. But basically, we will go back and forth throughout the day in bite-sized conversations because I know as a mama, we cannot just be spending hours on end on calls and different things like that. That's why there are no Zoom calls, no blocking out hours in your already packed schedule. Just focus strategic support on your time. And because we have, the 5 days in Voxer together, and then the time frame of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're able to hop in and out of Voxer and you're able to get the support that you need. Now, you can send me a message while you're folding laundry, waiting at swim lessons, or drinking your coffee before the kids wake up. Like, whenever you have the availability, you pop in, you drop your questions or anything like that, and I can support you. You're also able to submit stuff for direct feedback. So say you're working on some emails, you can submit them to me and I will review them and provide direct feedback. Or maybe you're planning, topics for your podcast. I can take a look at what you've come up with, really making sure that they're aligned with your goals and supporting you with, selling a specific offer, different things like that, and give you feedback on all of that. Like, it's such a great way to get that support you need, again, without having being glued to Zoom or having to wait, a long time to get the support. Like we can knock out so much in that 1 week. And so we'll work through, what's not working in your marketing, pinpoint what needs to change, and map out a plan that you can actually commit to. And you don't even have to know exactly what you want to work on ahead of time. That is my job. Like, one of the things that I am really good at is asking you specific questions to really pinpoint like what your main struggle is right now and what you need to be focusing on. And one of my clients, she absolutely said it best. She said, you, referring to me, you pinpoint the cause of what's not working, clear the bottleneck, and make it feel doable without fluff or overcomplicating it. And that's exactly what I will do for you during our week in Voxer together. So now I want to break down like who is this actually ideal for? This is for the mom who's been showing up. So posting on socials, sending emails, participating in collabs, maybe even podcasting or blogging, literally doing all of the things, but it's not translating into leads or sales. It's for you if you've been trying to follow strategies that require more of your time and energy than you can realistically give right now, but you don't know what else would actually work for you in this season of life. If you've already started to step back from social media, or maybe you're thinking about it, but you feel like you will lose momentum in your business without it and aren't sure which platforms outside of social media are the best option for you, this week of Voxer coaching is perfect for you. Or maybe you already know what you like to improve. So you want to work on your podcast, your email strategy, your visibility off socials. But every time you try to move forward, you end up feeling overwhelmed and don't take any action. This is where the week of Voxer coaching can come in and help you get past that overwhelm, really create a plan that you can take action on and feel confident about taking action on. So if you relate to any of this, you're exactly who this offer is for. Now, if you're nodding your head like, yeah, Andrea, this sounds good, but what results have your clients seen after booking a week of Voxer coaching with you? Let me give you a couple of examples. So one of my clients, I'm going to call her Client G, she came to me for a week of Voxer coaching after taking a 6-month pause on her podcast. She told me that she missed podcasting, but every time she thought about bringing it back, it just felt overwhelming. She was overthinking everything from the name of her podcast, what type of vibe she wants her podcast to have, the workflow, even what kind of episodes to create. And she kept putting it off, assuming it was going to take her months to figure it all out. But here's what happened instead. Over the course of 1 week in Voxer, we worked through every single thing she had been, overthinking that was really just holding her back from hitting play on her podcast again. And she walked away with a name and vibe that she absolutely loved, a simpler workflow, and a clear strategy for her episodes, including sales episodes, which she never would have thought to try before because she wasn't really creating sales content on her podcast before she took the break. And so she told me after our week together in Voxer, for the first time, podcasting felt light, fun, and doable. Like it didn't have to be this whole complicated thing. Now she's running her podcast more efficiently than she ever thought possible, even scheduling content ahead of time so her marketing keeps working while she's on vacation. Like she has seen such major improvements. She's even getting more feedback from her podcast listeners telling her how much they're resonating with her content and everything. Like she's seeing more traction this time around with her podcast. Also, it's so funny. So before we started working together, it would take her, like her entire podcast management workflow, it would take her anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours. After we worked together, and although we simplified her workflow, we actually added things into her workflow. So we added in things where she was actually creating emails that would promote her weekly episodes. And she also added in promoting her episodes on Instagram. So creating content specifically for those podcast episodes. And so she went from taking about 2 to 3 hours per episode, where she wasn't really doing any marketing for the podcast, to now it only takes about 90 minutes to complete everything. Like that. And this is with adding stuff in. It's because I really helped her simplify things. I really helped her to look at what she needed to be focusing on and really leveraging her podcast as part of her marketing. Making that shift, it really simplifies things. When you really know how to leverage your podcast as a marketing platform, you will see such a huge shift. So that was one client. Another client who booked her week with me, she did that because showing up on social media every day felt like the only way to market her business, and she honestly hated it. And so during her week of Voxer coaching, we identified what her audience actually wanted to hear from her. We clarified her messaging and we created a plan that worked with her life instead of against it. And so by the end of the week, she told me she finally felt secure in her business and clear on what to focus on moving forward. That's what this is all about. Not just telling you what to do, but really helping you see what's working, what's not working, and how to keep showing up in a way that actually moves your business forward without running yourself into the ground. So, why do you want to book this now? I'm talking about this week of Voxer, and it sounds great, right? But why do you need this right now? Well, one, this week, in honor of my birthday, which is tomorrow, I'm offering my week of Voxer coaching at a special flash sale price. But it's only available through Thursday, July 24th, and spots are limited because of the one-on-one nature of this offer. So if you're ready to stop second-guessing your marketing plan and finally move forward with a plan that actually works for your life, that is truly made for real life, this is your chance. You don't need another coaching call. You don't need to join another mastermind group program, whatever. You don't need to figure it out all on your own. You just need someone to help you cut through the noise and make your marketing feel doable again. Make your marketing fun again. Make your marketing actually work for you, even when you can't show up online. So you can click the link below in the episode description or in the show notes to book your week of Voxer coaching today. The flash sale ends Thursday, July 24th, and the price will go back up to $247. You don't have to settle for slow this summer. You don't have to keep forcing a strategy that doesn't fit your life. You can have a marketing plan you actually feel good about, one that keeps your business moving without burning you out. If you have any questions about how this works or whether or not it's a good fit for you, feel free to send me a DM over on Instagram before this Thursday and we can chat about it. Or you can send me an email at hello@mompreneur.com. All right, Mama, I'll catch you in the next episode. Hey, Mama. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to hang with me. I would love to keep the conversation going. So head to mamaturnedmompreneur.com/marketing without socials to join my email community. I share even more tips and strategies for building a business that doesn't rely on social media and one that fits your current season of life, as well as more behind the scenes of mom and business life. All right, Mama, that's it for today, but I'll catch up with you again next week.